you should have a boyfriend by now and get married, but they don't look at, okay, is the individual ready to get married?
Yeah.
And a lot of marriages fail because of that, the pressure of getting married.
And it goes a little something like
these days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream about the days when we were young. I'll take a hit and still.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Welcome to the family. So in a couple of days it will be my birthday, right? And I was talking to one of my friends, and I was telling my friend that a couple of years ago I was just feeling like I should be somewhere more evolved in terms of career, in terms of education, in terms of relationships, all of those things. And I was telling her like I actually have released a lot of that pressure from myself, right? And we want to have a dialogue, you know, with the ladies especially, but I'm sure that some of the men who are watching, they can relate to some of these things, right? So usually when you get older, people would be saying, you know, you're married, if you have children, this, that, the third, and we want to kind of squash that, right? Because wherever you are in life, that should be taken as your specific journey, and you should just continue that journey where you are at. You shouldn't just compare yourself to others, because, you know, we all grew up different, we all have different situations, so we should treat our lives as such. So with that being said, let's jump right into this video.
So we put pressure on ourselves. You put pressure on yourself, I put pressure on myself, and in addition to that, society put pressure on us as women. So for example, by a certain age you should be married, by a certain age you should have children, you know, and all of these things. And with marriage, that's the first point we want to touch on with marriage. Let me give you an example. Especially for me, I have experienced this where by a certain age they already asking you when you're going to get married, like you have a boyfriend, like what is the step now, and all of these things. I find a lot of pressure is put on me to get married,
especially when you reach a certain age.
Especially when you reach a certain age. Don't be 25 and not married, you know. And I think a lot of focus just be on getting married, but not the process of getting married. You're going to be a certain age, you should have a boyfriend by now and get married, but they don't look at, okay, is the individual ready to get married? I find a lot of focus just be on at an age, get married, and that's it. And a lot of marriages fail because of that, the pressure of getting married. And a lot of that, to me, from what I've experienced so far, a lot of that comes from the older folks. Like people my age, with the conversation that I have with my friends, they want to get married, but that's not like top priority right now, because we know that a lot of things come with marriage. You have to be financially stable, emotionally stable, you have to have time, all of these things. And if you're not there yet, it cannot be a priority for the individual.
Yeah. The next thing people tend to think about when they reach a certain age is their education. I could definitely attest to that, because sometimes you would think that, you know what, I feel as though I should be at a certain point in my education or tertiary education life, and if you are not there, you just feel kind of left out. And
you kind of get shamed for it as well.
You kind of get shamed for it, because especially like a while ago, some time ago, we were at a gathering, right? And everybody was asking, you know, what you doing? And somebody even tell me, or say you finish, you know, your degree or whatever, right? You're going to say your bachelor's, that person actually said. And I just hear like,
I don't even know what I want to do.
I just hear like, nah, no. I understand that that's like a very common kind of approach to conversations, because it's like, you know, what you're doing now, you know, where you're working, stuff like that. But some people don't like to share stuff like that because they're just not there yet, or they haven't reached where other people have reached, so they would feel kind of bad about sharing what they are doing, or
what they're not doing,
or what they're doing.
You know, for the most part, you come to school, if you do sixth form, you leave school at probably around 18, and you want to dive into university right after. So you should be finished with your degree, let's say 23, 24
Yeah.
or whatever. So to ask somebody at that age or older, so what degree do you did in university and all these things, and your response is, I not finished with my degree, or I haven't even started my degree. It's like,
it's almost unheard of.
yeah,
you know?
especially now that everybody gets a degree.
A
It's
degree
so
is like
common.
common now.
When they're having conversation around education and you're not in that position as yet, you kind of feel bad, and you feel that pressure to like, I should have my degree at that age.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not even about actually having a degree or bachelor's or whatever it is. Some people, and I'm not advocating for this because I really feel as though, you should really secure at least a degree, right? But some people actually are successful in life without a degree. This generation is very popular on education, I would say, and the generations maybe way before us, they tend to rely more on skill, right? So a lot of people actually build their business based on skill, and their business is very profitable. They have, great communication skills, great business skills. They carry out their business in a very efficient and effective way, and they are fine just running based on skill and based on their experience. So sometimes it's not only about the education, about the tertiary level education. Your education could be just skill. I'm not saying that, that's for everybody, right? I'm just saying that it is a proven fact that, you could succeed without
a degree. So this other point is like a somewhat extension from the first point that we did, which was marriage, having children. And we have mixed feeling about having children on a whole, but like marriage, at a certain age, you are expected to have children, especially ladies with our biological clock and all of these things. People ask you like, okay, so when you're going to have children? I find it's not as simple as asking me when I'm going to have a child. Are you financially ready to have a child? Are you willing to give up your time,
energy,
your freedom,
your life
to give to somebody else? Because I don't feel like I am ready anytime soon, if ever, to have a child. I find it a serious step in life. So
that's damn near one of the biggest decisions you'll ever have.
Exactly. So I don't ever understand why people are so obsessed, with pushing that on people. And I get wanting to see your children have children. You want all of these things. And even if someone says that they don't want to have children, it's like, you do what? What are you talking about? And all of these things, like, a lot of people my age, younger, a bit older, they really don't want to have children.
Yeah.
And I kind of with that for the most part, because
they have their reasons to actually.
You have to give up your life. Because the parents that I know right now, it is no longer about them. It's about this child or the children that they have. Yeah. And I find that's a big responsibility. And just asking me if I want to have children, that does nothing for me.
Yeah.
It kind of insulting when you ask me if I want to have children and I say no and you get offended.
Yeah.
It's like, why you so
like your life would be so, it would be so much better and stuff like that. It's like,
is it?
The thing is, right, I completely understand, but I don't understand what it is to be a mother or whatever. But I could understand, I could appreciate when mothers especially say, having this child is like no other love in the world or whatever. And I honestly feel as though mother's love is like the best love in the world, because it's like they'll do anything for you, right? But what I'm saying is that some people are actually prepared and ready to not have that life, and you should respect that.
Yeah.
Because again, everybody is not the same, so we have to be able to respect each other's decision and allow each other to have just the life that they want to create for themselves.
The ironic side about that is some people, when I ask them, how are they to have children, they'll be like, don't have children,
Yeah.
Or don't get married, you know. And that in a way just kind of scare me because like what your experiences is like that you kind of deterring me from having children or deterring me from getting married.
I feel as though like they, in a way, they're joking. I feel
No,
it's a joke.
with jokes, it does have like this underlying seriousness.
Truth.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Interesting. But yeah, in a nutshell, just respect people's decisions.
exactly. Whether I want to have children now or later or never.
Yeah. And the thing is, you had to live with her. Like,
Exactly.
you shouldn't be so obsessed with her. Like, we had to live with it if we decide not to, you know? While we grow, while we, mature, while we evolve, while we change, different things tend to happen. And it's all about embracing it. It's all about making correct decisions while you're doing it and just working with your own pace, not somebody else's pace. Because then you'll just be living somebody's life. And you need to live your life.
And it will never be fulfilled at the
Never.
end. Don't let people in your life, your private life, in society dictate the way or the pace that you should be in life.
Yeah.
But in all aspects. Don't let other people's journey
Yeah.
dictate where you should be.
Yeah.
If you have a degree and I don't have a degree, I shouldn't feel bad because you have that. Your circumstance allowed you to have that.
Yeah.
My circumstance did not allow me to do that, but I could still accomplish that. It might be
Yeah.
later than the average person, but it will get done.
And I want to touch on one quick thing, right? Social media. Social media.
Ooh.
Because
And
it's
that
like,
is a scam.
because hear this now. Last I check, me and Kylie Jenner, we're the same age.
Right.
But I'm not a Kylie Jenner.
Exactly.
I don't have Kylie Jenner money. I don't have this, that.
And
So
I don't
it's like,
have a circumstance. And then you think that
Exactly.
I think that you think that we, even myself,
yeah.
forget
Mhm.
that is not your reality.
Yeah.
That is not your journey.
Exactly.
That is, so I cannot base what I accomplish, and we just always forget what we accomplish. Yeah. Even
Exactly.
the small things we overlook that because
Yeah.
somebody else
Mhm.
where we want to be. And I find we put that pressure
Yeah.
on ourselves. Society put that pressure on ourselves. Our family member put that pressure on ourselves to get all of these things. But is that our reality?
Sometimes, if this is the starting line, some people are here, some
And-
people are on the line, and
some people are at the back.
And
Exactly.
the thing is, why learn to understand is that that's fine.
Exactly.
It's fine. How far you are, you should be there, because why not? I wouldn't want to be here, but if I am here, all I have to do is just work up. Especially in the Caribbean, right? Sometimes we tend to grow up a little tougher than others,
Yeah.
And I used to be so mad. I used to be so vexed when somebody have something and I don't have it, but it's like, why you vexed?
Exactly.
That was like all of us should have that, but just because we don't have it doesn't mean that that other person don't deserve it.
Exactly.
So it's like, where you are, okay, cool. That's where you are. Where that person is, wish them well and keep it moving. Keep it moving, because it's like we all want something great for ourselves, but if that's just not our reality, we have to work with what we have.
Exactly, and don't overlook your accomplishment because it's not as big as somebody else. You pass CXC, accomplishment.
Yeah.
You did sixth form, accomplishment. You start your degree, accomplishment. A diploma, accomplishment. You have a skill, accomplishment. You have talents, accomplishment.
Yeah.
Like, not everything have to be grand.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't aim high, aim as high as possible. But don't forget the thing that you accomplished, because I tend to overlook that in myself and be like, I put in a lot of work to get where I am,
Right.
or to finish this or to do that.
While battling
Every other thing. So
stuff.
that's so true. And we live in an age where social media is it's everything is social media. I tend not to look at that for the most part.
Because some comparisons will be there, and some could be a motivator, but others could be hindrances, and you don't want that. You will feel bad and stuff like that. You don't want that.
So that brings us to the end of today's video. We hope that in some way this video encourage you to not allow the pressure of society and all of these things deter you from achieving what you want to do, or sticking to your plan, or all of these things. Like, don't allow those things to determine your future or determine anything in your life.
Right. So thanks again for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.
These days I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun. I still dream